Good morning. Good morning, good morning, and welcome to another beautiful sunrise morning. The meeting is now called to order. I do not have the agenda, so I'm going to lay hands suddenly, and I'm going to ask the birthday boy, Rotarian Ellsworth, to open in prayer for us, please.
Good morning, Mr. President, in your absence, Rotarian all heads bowed, eyes closed. Dear Heavenly Father, here we come in the precious name of Jesus Christ, thanking you very much for lending us life. We pray for your grace, peace, love, and mercy, and the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that only you can give for us to do what is right in your sight. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. That is a raffle winning prayer, so make sure that you buy the raffle this morning, Rotarian Ellsworth. For the
Morning, Bonnet. I just WhatsApp you the agenda.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so thank you. So Rotarian Tamara was supposed to do that, so we'll probably have her do another one at the end. The loyal toast will be brought to you by Rotarian Leah Carlo. Okay, I'm not, is Leah Carlo, you're muted. If you're online, I'm not seeing you. So I'll ask PDG Felix, could you do the loyal toast, please?
Morning, family of Rotary. Please raise your glasses with me to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Okay, thank you. And I now hand over to Secretary Akima to welcome our visitors and Rotarians.
Good morning, Rotary family, and welcome to our sunrise morning meeting. Thank you for waking up this early and being with us this morning. I would like to say a special good morning to past Rotary International President, who is also our guest speaker this morning, Mr. Barry Rassin. Thank you for joining us. It's an honor to have you with us this morning.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I'd also like to say a special good morning to PP Elisa. Good morning, PP Elisa, from the Rotary Club of St. Martin Sunset.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you.
Shouldn't she start paying dues now?
I think she should. Okay, so we do have a few guests. I would like to open the floor to Rotarians to introduce your guests.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry about that.
This is Yvonne. I'd like to introduce my guest, Dion Wilson. Welcome, Dion.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
So with that said, welcome everyone, and I'll hand over to President Terez.
Thank you very much. I deeply apologize. My internet went down. It's just about to start the meeting, and I was in panic mode trying to get it up and running. I do apologize. So, excuse me, where are we at now? We're at the
just
front
completed.
balcony, I guess.
Yeah, we just completed that, and it's now time for Tanisha to tell us what the wonderful raffle prize is for this morning.
Thank you very much, P. Donath. Let's invite Tanisha to give us our raffle prize for this morning.
Good morning, everyone, again. Our raffle prize is going to come in handy since Christmas is approaching. This morning, we're going to be raffling off a $50 John Bull gift certificate. As you know, John Bull has many stores that it's affiliated, so you don't have to only use it at the John Bull flagship store, but you can use it at Gucci, at Pandora, the cosmetic boutique. So we're all having to buy Christmas gifts, so this makes a very, 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 very great raffle prize, and it comes in handy. So our tickets this morning are going to be 1 for $5, 3 for $10. You can purchase your tickets in the chat. Guests can participate, and the person that would have invited you, the Rotarian that would have invited you, can give you the information on how you can pay for your ticket. Now, just one thing, because we had a minor mix up at last meeting. When you're purchasing your tickets in the chat, please make sure that it says to everyone. So, because if it's PM to a Rotarian, I won't see the ticket purchase. So that's a $50 gift certificate. Tickets are 1 for $5, 3 for 10. Please support the raffle. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanisha. Please be reminded to put your amount of your raffle prize in the chat, which tickets you would like. Please support our raffle prize, awesome raffle prize, and it's part of our service that we give, and we purchase a raffle ticket. We turn it over to our Sergeant of Arms this morning to give us our jokes and fines. Kendrick.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians. Good morning, Mr. President. I almost called Cape Armors and BTC for you this morning.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I got a story that I think PP Dr. Sophia would appreciate because she's always speeding in these streets. So a woman gets pulled over by an officer, and the police officer says, ma'am, you were speeding. And she says, oh, I see. And the officer says, can I see your license? And the woman says, well, I don't have a license. The officer says, well, you don't have one? She says, no. So she said, I lost my license 4 times for drunk driving. So the officer says, oh, can I see your vehicle registration? The woman said, I can't do that. The officer said, why? She said, I stole this car. You stole it? She said, yes, and I killed and hacked the owner. The officer said, oh, no. So the woman said, yes, body parts are in the back trunk. If you check it, you'll see. So the officer looks at the woman, slowly backs away, and calls for backup. So within 5 minutes, police cars are circling the car, and the senior officer approaches the car and says, ma'am, I need you to step out of the vehicle. The woman steps out of the vehicle. The woman says, is there a problem? The senior officer says, well, one of my officers told me that you stole this car and you murdered the owner. The woman said, murdered the owner? So the officer said, yes, could you open the trunk? She opens the trunk. Nothing's in the trunk. Senior officer says, is this your car? The woman says, yes, here are the registration papers. The first officer is stunned. The senior officer says, well, one of my officers claims that you didn't have a driver's license as well. The woman hands over to the senior officer her driver's license. So the senior officer says, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but my officer told me that you didn't have a license, you stole this car, you murdered the owner. The woman says, and I bet you that lying officer told you I was speeding too.
Very good.
$5 for laughing is your own joke.
Mr. President, I actually have a few fines this morning. I need to find myself because while you were out, we did the introduction of guests, and I realized that one of your guests, who I believe is also my good friend, wasn't introduced. My namesake, Kendrick Dames. So my apologies, Mr. Dames. And I think at this point we have to start looking at this is probably his 5th or 6th meeting. But so I'll take a fine for that one. And I guess we have about 40 members. I got a couple responses on that joke, maybe 30%. So I think I have to find a few members for not laughing at that joke. Contribute to the account. Mr. President, it wasn't your fault. It was the internet. It was, cable bombers or BTC.
Yeah,
but just to show you, just to show your support for the account, you know what I mean? To show your support for the account.
Not a problem.
Kendrick was introduced in the chat. Okay, good. All right, that's it, Mr. President.
Thank you, Kendrick. I will definitely put in an extra in the pot this week for my internet. I will now invite Director Gwen to give us our birthdays and anniversaries for this morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We have 3 birthdays this week. We had Rotarian Ellsworth, who celebrated on the 7th. Rotarian Christina celebrated on the 8th, yesterday. And on Saturday, we have Rotarian Karen Pinder, who will celebrate her birthday. Happy birthday to all of you. May God continue to bless you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Gwen. Happy birthday to all those celebrating. Enjoy your day and enjoy. Sorry, wow.
Get ready, man. Daddy ready to go.
All right, that's right.
Fine answers for that feeling.
That's right. We need to get fine answers for that one. All right. All right. I'd like to open up the floor for any announcements for the club this morning.
President Terrace, this is just a reminder because we are already closed booking for the Christmas social, which will be this Sunday, starting at 3 p.m. at the Margaritaville, the Point. We will be in, so when you get there, please take your vaccination card and your ID. If you're not vaccinated, you take your negative antigen test, and they will direct you to, just tell them you're there for the Rotary social, and they'll direct you to the room. So we're looking forward to seeing everyone. If you have changed your mind since you RSVP, please let us know, because we don't want to foot a bill that, you know, you don't show up. We want everybody who booked and confirmed to be there. And it will be a very, very great social. So come hungry and come ready to have some fun.
Thank you, P. Donath. Please come to fellowship. And it's also time for us to meet and greet. We haven't seen each other in a minute. It's also an awesome time for us to become together as a Rotary family. Are there any other announcements? I don't see this Kemi online. If he isn't, I will make the announcement in reference to our Salvation Army bell ringing on this coming Saturday. Please, we will be circulating the registration for signups for the bell ringing. Please participate. It is a part of our duty to provide service above self. Please not be the last one to sign up. Be the first one to sign up, and to ensure that you are part of our bell ringing. And please be reminded, like I said, this is a service club. Please provide service where we can, and be able to help out our community and over those who are in need during these times. We'll also be having our Christmas program, and in reference to our giving, where Kemi would have been online to try to iron out what our plans are for the Christmas day in terms of giving to the families. We do have a community event planned, and that will be circulated once it's ironed out and given to and communicated to all of the members before that period of time. If there aren't any other announcements, I would like to move on to our Rotary Minute for the morning, and I would like to invite Rotarian Yvonne to come and give us our Rotary Minute for this morning, please. I know she's on, as I saw earlier.
If that's Yvonne Gibson, she's muted.
Okay,
sorry about that. I was talking, I thought I was unmuted. Sorry about that. I'm here. Okay, I'll go. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone again. Rotaract clubs emphasize the importance of individual responsibility as the basis of personal success and community involvement. Each club sponsors an annual project to promote high ethical standards in one's business and professional life. Rotaract also provides opportunities leading to greater international understanding and goodwill. Rotaractors enjoy many social activities as well as programs to improve their community. A Rotaract club can exist only when continuously sponsored, guided, and counseled by a Rotary club. Today, Rotaract clubs bring together young professionals and students who are committed to service and leadership leadership in their communities and abroad. Rotaract Facts. The name Rotaract is a blend of the words Rotary and action. The unofficial Rotaract motto is fellowship through service. That's it.
Thank you very much. It was short and sweet. There's a good Rotary minute. We're referencing to our Rotaractors this morning. We would like to highlight our Rotarians. Every meeting, like to highlight one member of our illustrious club. And I would like to invite Rotarian Sharia to give us the membership spotlight for this morning.
Okay, the spotlight this morning is we're gonna highlight Simone Albo. Simone is a certified speaker, corporate trainer, personal development, strategist and consultant, leadership advisor. She empowers, can't see this. She empowers, she's a mentor, educator, mentor, newspaper columnist, soulful singer, and she has a Women's History March 2016. She has authored 7 books, including Help I Need, a design principles for choosing a career, and her self-love guide for purpose women, and an upcoming 2002 release of Purpose Punch, Devoting Planner and Stop Staggering Herself. Simone is a participant, particularly passionate about incorporating the elements of emotional intelligence in her programs, and prescript presentations in it, monitoring threats, books, speaking, and consulting service. She has Simone has advanced numerous certification in vocational education, HR training, HR administration, and training with a BA in English resource development. She has worked in both public and private sectors, youth development, leader corporate trainer, and particularly in the hotel hospitality industry, currently a human resource and organization developer for the Ministry of Tourism. And she is a leader mentor of national development through informational leaders. So that's it for Simone.
Okay, thank you very much, Sherelle.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the awesome spotlight from in reference to Simone. Simone has been a great asset to our club, and also our community at large. I'd like to thank you for your awesome service, Simone, and continue your good works in public speaking and providing awesome advice. We would like to now invite. We would like to introduce 2 of our new members to our new club. At this point in time, I would invite A.G. Carla to induct our 2 new members to our club. A.G. Carla.
Thank you, President Therese. Good morning, PRIP Barry, PDG Felix, fellow Rotarians and friends. It's my pleasure and honor to perform the induction ceremony this morning on behalf of Assistant Governor Ken Straw, AG Order, who is the Assistant Governor responsible for the guidance and supervision of the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise, but he is out of the jurisdiction this morning or on his way out. He's asked me to do it. And of course, I'm happy to do inductions into the Best Little Rotary Club. No longer little Rotary Club in the galaxy. So welcome, fellow Rotarians and guests. Rotary is an international organization of more than 1.2 million business, professional, and community leaders. Members of Rotary clubs, known as Rotarians, provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards in all vocations, and help to build goodwill and peace in our world. There are over 34,000 Rotary clubs in over 210 countries and geographic areas. Clubs are non-religious, non-political, and we're open to all cultures. When one joins Rotary, he or she becomes a part of a worldwide fraternity. Rotarians can travel throughout most of the world and find a Rotary club within easy distance. And Rotarians will welcome you warmly, even though the language may be different, the food unusual, and the location far from your home. That is the family of Rotary. At this point, I'd ask sponsoring Rotarian or Rotarians to introduce to the club the proposed new members.
Okay, thank you, AG Carler. I will start with Nicolette Gardner. She's a chartered accountant of over 25 years experience in the financial services and offshore wealth management industry. She's a university scholar of Acadia University in Canada, an alumnus of PricewaterhouseCoopers, and has worked in the Bahamas and Bermuda in fund management, venture capital, and at the executive management level. She's an arbitrator, mediator, and a member of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators. Nicolette has a brief stint in Rotary in the Rotary Club of Freeport, and that was back in 2004 to 2006. She came back to Nassau, lost her way, and she has found her way back to Rotary. I'm the proud sponsor of Nicolette Gardner, and I ask everyone to welcome her warmly to the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you also the sponsor of Archeline?
The sponsor is Dr. Rob, but I don't think he's prepared with her bio. And since I have it, I will introduce her on his behalf. And it's Archeline O'Brien, Nee Colley. She has so many accolades, we would be here all morning. But most importantly, she's the founder of the NEST Institute, a company that provides technology research-based, internationally recognized academic support resources that gives the learner the edge. She's the brainchild of the 2008 National Character Counts Initiative and the RISE Project, a national youth initiative that's focused on mastery in numeracy and literacy, coming in January 2020. Mrs. O'Brien is also a workforce development specialist, a senior teacher, and she's currently the workforce coordinator of the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute. So we have a wonderful literacy, numeracy expert who also has a master's in career and technical education from the Wisconsin University. And her focus was on leadership development and preparation of the youth and adults for successful career through secondary, post-secondary, and education and adult education programs. And she's a math specialist. I am sure that while I'm speaking, you're placing her in the literacy committee and all the wonderful work we do as Rotarian. She's a Fulbright semifinalist. for 2020-23 and is a member of the Society for Collegiate Leadership and Achievement. She's married to Edmund Patrick Micah O'Brien, and they have 5 children together. Well, 2 daughters, and she has 3 stepchildren. So it is my pleasure to, on behalf of Dr. Rob, welcome Archeline O'Brien.
Thank you, PE Donna. Archeline and Nicolette, you have been selected by the members of this club to hold active membership. The principles, responsibilities, and obligations of Rotary have been explained to you, and you have expressed your willingness to become a Rotarian. No one is eligible to become a Rotarian unless in their business or professional life, they endeavor to practice the principles of goodwill and service. The members of the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise have invited you to join them because they believe you are already actuated by these motives. In entrusting you with membership, we are doing more than taking you into our fellowship. We are making you a trustee with us of Rotary's ideals. Knowing you to be a Rotarian, the world will henceforth judge Rotary by your conduct. Membership in Rotary is an honor, it's a privilege, and every privilege has its corresponding obligations. One of the special obligations of membership is regular attendance at our club's meetings. It is the basic method of fulfilling the principle of fellowship, and it's also a way by which you represent your vocation. Every member of this club and of Rotary is expected to perform his share of club and community service, and the committees of this club will afford you opportunities to give service. Lastly, but by no means least, one ideal of Rotary is friendship. As you expect to receive, so should you give. May you be stimulated by the friendships you find in this club, and may the members know you to be an added source of strength to this club. You have a lot to learn about Rotary. It's not just another club, it's actually a way of life. But you were elected to membership because the members of the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise felt that you would fit into this way of life. I ask that you judge yourself by the Rotary 4-way test. Of the things that you think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And always remember Rotary's motto, service above self. Therefore, at this time, I will pose a question to you each. And if you agree, please respond with, I do. Do you, Archeline, do you, Nicolette, agree to uphold the Rotary ideals and abide by the Rotary motto?
I do.
I do.
Thank you. It is therefore my privilege and honor as the Assistant Governor of the Rotary Clubs of Rotary Bahamas West, District 7020, and on behalf of the Assistant Governor, Kendall Strawn, of the Rotary Clubs of the Bahamas East, District 7020, to induct each of you as a member of the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise. Rotarian Archeline, Rotarian Nicolette. In the name of the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise, I formally admit you into membership and invite you, if you have your pins, to affix them to your lapel. This is the emblem of our worldwide association. If you have persons, please invite them to affix it and wear your pins always with pride.
Thank you. I have mine.
All right. Fellow Rotarians, Sunrisers, I commend to you our newest members, Rotarian Nicolette and Rotarian Archeline, and charge all of you to welcome them. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm honored.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Wonderful to be
President.
here.
Thank you, AG Carla. I'd like to congratulate and welcome two newest Rotarians in the entire world, both Nicolette and Archeline this morning. I know you provide an awesome service to our club and to our community. Continue to do your part. We'd like to invite PDG Felix is coming this morning to introduce our special guest this morning. We are privileged to have PRIP Barry this morning, and I'd like to introduce our guest this morning. PDG Felix.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you, President. Good morning, family of Rotary. It is certainly my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker this morning. But knowing our guest speaker the way I do, he would prefer that I only say, please help me welcome Barry Rassin. Now that would probably be appropriate for someone of his stature, but I would be doing a disservice to all of our new Rotarians, especially two new ones today, if I don't provide them with a little bit background on who our speaker is. Our Rotary International President Barry, along with past District Governor John Robertson, was instrumental in chartering the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise, so you can call him our father. I enjoy immense pleasure in telling Rotarians around the world that Barry Rassin brought me into Rotary. And then I sit back and I just take great delight in watching the envy on their faces. Past Rotary International President Barry joined the Rotary Club of East Nassau in 1980. He became president in 1987 and was district governor in 1991. PRIP Barry has the distinction of being the only district governor to serve our district when it was titled District 4040. That designation lasted for only his year. So from then, we knew something special was in store. He's the first district governor from our district to serve as a director at Rotary International and did so for the years 2006 to 2008. He became a trustee of the Rotary Foundation from the years 2016 to 2020, and vice chairman for the foundation, in the year 2017. And in 2018, he became the president of Rotary International, numero uno for 1.2 million of us. Before this, he served both Rotary International and Rotary Foundation in many other capacities, such as chairman of the RI Finance Committee and RI training leader and seminar trainer for training leaders. If I try to list all of his roles in Rotary International, we'll be here all morning. Barry is one of the 4 account holders for the Haiti Earthquake Relief, now Haiti Emergency Relief Donor Advised Fund, and has been leading the Rotary relief efforts in Haiti since the earthquake of 2010. He worked with many other regions for disaster relief as well. As president, he visited almost 60 countries around the world. In addition to the numerous things he accomplished during his year of leadership, he is considered the most popular RI president among Rotaractors. And you heard a Rotaract manager a while ago. I would tell you that during his year as president, he further empowered Rotaract so that they can now become a club of their own without a Rotary club guidance. Past Rotary International President Barry believes in service to his community, and he's lived and breathed Rotary for over 40 years. In 1996, he received the Service Above Self Award from Rotary International, the highest award Rotary can give. He was recognized with the National Award of Health Hero by the Bahamas Ministry of Health and PAHO. and the Healthcare Development Leadership Award from Healthcare Development magazine. He's listed in the second volume of Legends in the Bahamas. The Order of Malta recognized him with the Grand Cross Pro Merita, and he received the Bahamas Icon Award for Commerce. Past National President Barry was named chairman of the University of the Bahamas, but he gave up that post even before he took office so that he could perform his duties as president of Rotary International. In October 2019, PRIP Barry was recognized for exemplary service provided to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas when he accepted the Order of Distinction from Governor General Sir Cornelius A. Smith. Rotarians, because I am constrained by lack of time, I cannot mention the other many accolades he has received. After PRIP Barry had completed his Rotary presidential assignment, I thought he would spend some time trying to improve that golf game he has. But alas, come July 1, 2024, he will assume the chairmanship of the Rotary Foundation. Rotarians and guests, as you would like me to say, please help me welcome the Bahamian Rotary icon, Barry Rassin.
Wow, thank you, PDG Felix. I greatly appreciate that kind introduction. AG Carla, fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors, great to be with you this morning. It's always good to hear the Sunrise Club, because I know you guys do such a good job. You are one of the strengths of Rotary in this district. And that's why it's so good to be here with you to share some information. And I'd like to welcome Archeline and Nicolette, being new members of Rotary. Remember, it's what you make out of it. Rotary has an opportunity for you to develop, to grow, to make friends, to do service. There's so many aspects to it. But if you embrace it, you also will realize at the end of the day that you are changing the world. And that's why we're all here at the end of the day. In spite of all the fun we have and all the work we do, we are changing the world. And today I have an opportunity to talk to you about just one of many projects that is changing the world, but one that I believe is right behind polio. It's probably the most ambitious Rotary program that we have going in the Rotary world. And this started with District 7020, which is our district. So I'm just going to share my screen and walk you through some slides so that I can really talk about this program and the amazing work and future that we believe it has. HANWASH is the Haiti National Clean Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene Strategy. In essence, what we want to do is bring water to every citizen of the country of Haiti. It's going to take us many decades. It's going to cost some $2.3 billion. And that's audacious for Rotary. Normally we do projects in the past over 1 year, 2 years, maybe 3 years. What we're talking about is transforming a country and taking as long as it takes to do that. And not only a country, but the poorest country in this part of the hemisphere, and one that right now is in probably more crisis than it's been in 20 years. But can Rotary do it? Of course we can. That's what Rotary does. We take on difficult projects and we make them happen. And that's what we're going to do, and we're going to stick with it. You know, why do we do it? Well, only 30% of the people in Haiti have potable water within a 30-minute walk from their residence. In the rural villages where most Haitians reside, only 24% have access to a toilet. It's 2 million people practice open defecation. That's out of the population of 11 million, so 18%. As a result, of course, waterborne illnesses such as typhoid, cholera, dehydration through chronic diarrhea account for 50% of the deaths. Imagine that. Just bad water hygiene, and you are causing 50% of the deaths in the country. That's just wrong. And that's something that Rotary needs to correct. And we are going to do that. Half of Haiti's water and sanitation infrastructure is simply not working. The country has been out of control recipient of aid funding, most of which sadly only focuses on creating relief by temporary fixes to the problems that exist. That's why we want to change that. The whole philosophy of how to help Haiti is changed through our HANWASH program. We did a survey of about 3,500 water fountains and kiosks, and that showed that only half of them still worked. And 40% of the wells are no longer functioning or they're contaminated. Charity in Haiti has simply failed. And it's time for a sustainable solution for the country that can once and for all resolve their water and sanitation dilemma and serve as a blueprint for other developing countries. So HANWASH, we wanted to do this in a very business-like fashion, not just a program, a project that we just go in, we start, and we walk away. We want to have all the elements of a business plan, and that's what we've done. We have a very extensive business plan, some of which you see here, our vision, universal sustainable access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene. And you can read the mission. I don't want to read it to you, but the whole essence here is that we start with a strong drive to do this in a very structured, very business-like approach so that we have the ability to put the program together that is applicable in other countries, but also so that we can go to major funders around the world and show them the incredible program that we have going. Our core values, very important to collaborate. We're not there to do all the work of water. We're there to bring all the agencies that are doing water programs together and collaborate and have them collaborate with each other. So we're the catalyst to make it happen. And it is working, as you hear later. We are results oriented. We've got to make sure that whatever we accomplish is there for the long term. Too many projects in the past have occurred and they just don't last. This is a program that is designed to last and be sustainable for the long term. It's got to be data driven. And again, you'll see what I mean by that, but we have data on the water in the country. And it's got to be locally led. We're not walking in telling anybody what to do. We're working with the communities to make sure we're doing what they want us to do to solve their water and hygiene problems. And of course, in order to accomplish that, there's got to be trust and there's got to be integrity. And that, of course, is one of our core values of Rotary. Very important in a country like Haiti, where they have lost trust from most organizations. But we have to gain their trust, and we are doing that. And of course, as I say, it has to be sustainable for the long term. Now, this is the structure we set up. We have a HANWASH Inc. 501c3 set up in the United States. Again, why? Because we want to get donations. And that is a tax-deductible organization. There's a board of directors of 12 individuals at that level of the board. Then we have a steering committee of 15. And the steering committee, guess what? They meet every single week. Okay, we're not talking a Rotary Club committee that meets when they can. We're talking about a group of committed individuals who are meeting every single week to make sure that we're doing the right things. We also have now an executive director paid by the organization to be full-time to oversee what we do. Again, that's unusual in Rotary to have a paid individual, but this program is bigger than just a Rotary committee. This needs constant supervision and guidance to make sure we're doing it right. So we did hire the executive director. And of course, we have 40 subcommittees. Why? Because we have so many people around the world. This is truly an international program. Many individuals around the world want to be a part of this because they see that the more they learn from this, the more they can do in their own countries. And they want to help Haiti just like we do. And it's really so encouraging to see how many different individuals from different countries, districts, and regions around the world are a part of helping us. And these are individuals who not only have an interest, but also have some skills in the water and hygiene arena. So as you can see, we have a very specific structure so that we can do this in a very organized fashion. Some of the subcommittees you can see, again, we want to look at every aspect of this in detail to make sure that we are doing the right things. You can see measurement and evaluation. We've got to measure what we're doing. We've got to evaluate to make sure we're doing it right. We've got to get grants from different organizations. We've already had a number of grants from the Rotary Foundation, but we can't expect the Rotary Foundation to do it all. We've got to go to organizations like UNICEF, the World Bank, and we're doing that, and we're getting support from them as well. Obviously, we have to develop our fund base. We have a very strong finance and administrative committee to look carefully and monitor our financing to ensure that we're always going to be in a strong position. District 7020 has to be engaged in this. So we have somebody from our district on every one of these committees so that our district is totally involved. We also have individuals from every club in Haiti involved in this as ambassadors, so that this isn't just us leading it. This is the Rotarians in Haiti. There's 22 Rotary clubs in Haiti, many Rotaract clubs. They are all engaged in what we're doing here. Of course, we have to continue our strategic planning. And number 12, the Rotary and DENIPA, I'll talk more about in a moment. Very important to what we're doing. Our objectives, again, I've covered some of this, but the monitoring evaluation is important. We want to have a business plan that's published externally so we can go to our donors and show the kind of work that we're doing and how thorough we are. We have to design the construction works of each of the communities in Haiti, not just Cavillon. Strengthen the ambassador program. As I say, Rotarians are involved in every one of the programs as ambassadors. So the community always has a Rotary representative as part of the program. So our objectives drive us. We want to develop capacity building for WASH, complete the commune. There's 147 communes in the country. We've already started in 7 of those. You can see why it's going to take 20 years because we can't do 147 communes at the same time. We have to get into the community, convince the community. The community tells us what to do. The community puts a committee together to run it, and we become advisors to the community as opposed to driving everything that happens. That takes time. It takes time, energy, and effort to make sure that happens. Each one of those communes could take at least $2 million to get where we need to be with their water. So we have a lot of work to do to meet our objectives, as you can see. But look at our strategic partners and our implementing partners and our champions. Haiti Outreach has done an incredible job. Haiti Outreach also sits on HANWASH on the board so that we have a direct connection to them. But they have mapped almost every part of Haiti. So we know exactly where the good water is, the bad water is, and the dangerous water is. DENIPA is an exceptional organization. It's a department of the government that is there to oversee some of the utilities, but water especially. And so we have to work very closely with them. With our partnership with DENIPA, they are able to understand Rotary and our approach to programs. So they originally came to us and said, okay, how much money are you going to give us? Well, we're not going to give you any money. We're going to work with you to solve your water problems. Once they appreciated how powerful that is, then they became a very active and strong partner with us. So although the government of Haiti has its challenges right now, DENIPA is still in place. Same leaders are in DENIPA. They're still working with us. We continue to do the work that we need to do to make the transition and the transformation in the country. And of course, District 7020, 7020 will always be our strategic partner. We're working with all of these water organizations but also many others. And you'll hear some about those in a little while. But also we go to the Rotary world, we ask districts to become champion districts, for each district to adopt a commune. When they do, then we can start putting global grants together. We can start doing the things we need to do to raise the funds to convert that community. So great thanks to our champion districts to provide the kind of support that we need to accomplish this. This chart on the left, you could see some of the mapping of Haiti. You can see where the 22 Rotary clubs are, the 14 Rotaract clubs. As I say, they are all invested and involved in this program around the country. And we rely on them and we work closely with them to be sure that this is a locally driven project, not us telling local Rotary what to do. And on the right, you can see the program management of how we deal with this, from funding partners we have to put together. Then we work with the local and the national government officials. So while there's a DENIPA, there's a national government, but there's also a mayor in that commune that we need to work with and have as a supporter. And we have to work with those mayors to make sure they want to work with us. And that's what we've done. And they're very happy to do that. Once they realize we're not telling them what to do, we're working with them to do what they need to do to help their community. And of course, we want a committee of the citizens. And if we involve the women and girls, we know that's going to be more successful in accomplishing our end results. And of course, we have to get all the private sector involved in a collaborative effort. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly for the simple reason that we're going to run out of time. This shows you a mapping of the country for where the water is. And that's important. What Haiti Outreach has done using satellite and special equipment, you can see the green shows us where good water is, the yellow is broken water, and the red is dangerous water. So we have to make sure we're not doing that. Here's one of the mayors that we met with to talk about and get his support on helping his commune to do what they need to do. And this is just an example of the challenges we have. The well that you have in the front that no longer works, the lawnmower no longer works. The kiosk in the back is a place for water to people to go to get water, and that doesn't work. This is why we need to do what we're doing. We have a process for clubs to adopt a well. So our districts might champion a commune, but anybody who wishes, whether it's a club or district, can also adopt a well for $20,000. And no, the cost of the well isn't $20,000, but the cost of developing the infrastructure, developing the community, spending time making sure it happens, and of course, drilling the well, we're looking at $20,000. And many clubs have supported this so that we can put their name right on the well so that the local community can see what Rotary has done for them, which is fantastic. Clearly, we need to support global grants from the foundation. We need to contribute to the HANWASH program. We're asking for sponsors for wells, and we're asking everybody to be an advocate. Just talk to other people about HANWASH and the need that Haiti has that we can support. And of course, we're asking districts to be champions. And we need to remind ourselves why we do what we do. And it's for the people, it's for the individuals, it's for the children who are not getting water to drink and therefore die because there is bad water. We need to do better. So this picture just is a reminder to all of us that this is why we do what we do, not only with HANWASH, but with any program in Rotary. It's for them. They're the ones we need to help. They're the ones that when they see the Rotary pin, we want them to understand the Rotary pin is there to give them hope for the future, to make them feel like there are people who care for them. And when we do that, we change their lives and they can then change their lives. So I thank you for your time today. I really appreciate your listening, and it's an exciting program. It's an exciting way to transform a country that we hope will start other countries to do similar actions. So I thank you, and I thank you for all your support for HANWASH. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you, PRP Barry. Awesome presentation, and then we learned a lot about HANWASH and an update on HANWASH this morning. Are there any questions or comments for PRP Barry this morning? All right. If there are no, I have one quick question. I know through the Rotary Foundation, many clubs contribute to HANWASH, but are there any other ways that local clubs can participate or contribute to the HANWASH other than the foundation per se, and just being able to being active participants in HANWASH?
Certainly helping with the adopting a well would be a big help. As I say, the advocacy to talk to others. Maybe we've had clubs get together with other clubs to sponsor a well to support a global grant. So it doesn't take a lot of money to become a partner in a global grant. That's a great way to help. At some point in the future, we want to have hands-on projects in Haiti. Right now is not a safe time to go to Haiti, so we can't do that. But the day will come again. We're very optimistic. The government will somehow sort itself out. I'm not sure how or when, but it'll happen. So we want to do some hands-on projects at some point in time.
President Therese, if I may.
Please.
Thank you, PRIP Barry, for that, for your energy, for the audacity of that project. Rotary clubs of the Bahamas have been discussing, and we hope that there will be a well with Rotary Bahamas' name on it as a joint project from the clubs. I don't know if I missed it, the champion districts, the other districts, what does it take to be a champion district? And is there space for more?
Definitely space for more. There's 147 communes. Each one needs a champion. We have 7 so far. So yes, plenty of space. The idea is that they adopt that commune and assist us with putting together the necessary global grants, working with us to collaborate. So really involved in every aspect, raising some funds themselves so they can get the global grant. It's not as much about the money as the involvement of everything that we have to do in that particular commune, so that they truly feel an ownership for the commune and transforming that commune.
Thank you.
Okay, are there any other questions or comments? I'd like to invite PN Dino to give us our vote of thanks for this morning.
Good morning, past RIP Barry. Good morning, Rotarians and guests. It is my great pleasure, it brings me great pleasure to be able to bring this vote of thanks to you, PRIP Barry. You are certainly a giant in the field of Rotary and certainly here in the Bahamas. And you've taken the time to come out early this morning to really open up and break down this HANWASH project or program right down to the granular level, explaining to us what it is, why it's so important for potable water to be widely available in the country of Haiti, and the damages, the health issues that the lack of that is doing. Rotary's mammoth effort and bringing all these partners together is just phenomenal. We want to thank you so much for everything that you've shared with us today. And I hope that we all jump on board and support in one way or another. Once again, thank you very much, PRIP Barry.
Thank you, Dino. Appreciate your vote of thanks this morning. I'd now like to invite Tanisha to give our raffle drawing for this morning.
Good morning again, everyone. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. So just a quick scroll to make sure we have everyone. Yes, we do.
We're not seeing your wheel.
You're not?
No, and I need to see it to make sure my name is up there.
You can't see?
No,
we can't see.
No.
What are you seeing?
Your
We're
picture.
seeing your
Hold on, let me see. Tanisha, why you kind of.
I prefer the picture rather than the wheel, to be honest.
Yeah, because you're not gonna win.
Go back to bed, boy.
No, because I didn't enter.
You didn't. Please put
Can y'all see
Crestwell's,
it now?
You can try now.
please
Try
put
try now.
Crestwell's
Beautiful,
name
beautiful.
in.
We
Yes,
can
we're
see it.
seeing now. We're seeing
Please
now.
put Crestwell's name in, Tanisha. I don't know how he hasn't put his name in.
Yeah, and can you put mine in, Mel? I put it on the chat late, 10.
Girl, I
Crestwell?
look how big. At least you all them names. I don't have a chance.
Oh, no, you don't.
It's fun. It's about the support, Crestwell.
No, he needs to wake up.
Oh no, I'm all about the win, bro.
Okay, I've added Melanie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
All right, my name would have been right on the side of Melanie's.
Why'd you go past my name? Leah Carla.
Yay,
Congratulations,
Leah
dear
Carla.
Carla.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Leah Carla.
Thanks. I need that.
All right. I'd like to invite Director Patrick to give us our four-way test for this morning as we close out.
Good morning, all. Let us repeat the four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth?
Is it the truth?
The truth.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Is
it fair
to
Fair to all concerned.
Will it bring goodwill and better friendship?
Goodwill
Friendship.
Friendship.
Will it be beneficial to all?
Will it be
Beneficial.
Thank you.
That's a $5 fine for missing some words.
Yeah. And our final toast by Rotarian Crestwell this morning.
Good morning, Rotarians and guests. Join me raising a glass and a toast to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and Rotary around the world.
Rotary the Bahamas.
Rotary around the world.
Around the world.
Rotary around the world.
Thank you all for coming out this morning. It was an awesome meeting. We learned a lot about Rotaractors and also HANWASH this morning. Please stay behind for more fellowship in our breakout rooms as we'll be having fellowship this morning. And please enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you again next week for another exciting meeting and Rotary Club Nassau Sunrise. Thank you all for coming out. Have a blessed day. For those who are wishing to stay back for fellowship, please do. And have a great day.
All right, guys, be safe.
Thank you. Be safe.